Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Today is Friday, November 28th, 2025, 7 p.m. Central. We are on the backup page today. Shout out to BayouBallBuxx. Thank God that we have her, and it's like our little side channel that we can go to when anything is happening because this is literally so unexpected. So today, I had some business to handle early this morning. I head out to handle my business. I get a notification as soon as I'm walking in the building. Hey, YouTube just took down your YouTube video. I'm like, what? It says child safety policy. I see the video. Why was my daughter on live, bro? Running from getting her hair braided, running from. I'm just like, girl, what? So now I had to have a whole conversation with YouTube. Everything is going to be resolved, but for the next two games, I am going to be over here on the backup. Our next game on Go Tiger Hoops is going to be the Duke game, November or December 2nd or 4th. So, yes. So, thank you for your support. I'm glad we have this channel. To all my members, I appreciate your support. Love you guys so much. But yeah, that's what's going on. That's the reason why we're not on Go Tiger Hoops. My YouTube is on her iPad, on my iPad that she was touching, and it's just like, girl. And then I see the video, y'all. I'm cracking up because the girl take her tongue out, put it to the side, play with her eyes. I'm just like, yo. Shout out to Marquivia for texting me like your daughter was on live. I'm like, she was on what, y'all? Play too much. I guess streaming is in the family, child. These kids, exactly. Like I'm like, bro. But yeah, everything's good with YouTube. They know that it wasn't like y'all show hopped on the live, man. That's my daughter. Yeah, I see her on there. Oh my gosh. Like, no, y'all do not understand the little girl running. Oh my gosh. I can't. I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all support, but that's what's going on. That's why we over here. I do have the game up. We is about to get to it and all that, but yeah, y'all.
Three-point land over 50.
Um, let me go ahead and open. Let me go ahead and open up in prayer. Father God, in the mighty name of Jesus, Lord, I thank you for the ability to be able to host these streams no matter what is going on. It's just a light at a part of my day, Lord. So I thank you for your people and everybody that you bring to these streams. We pray for our LSU women's basketball team and the Marist women's basketball team. We pray that neither one of these teams get injured and they make it back to their destination safely. May LSU pull away with the win. In Jesus' mighty name, we do pray. And we all say super, super big. Amen and amen.
I want to know what you want to see out of this.
But all right, y'all, here we are.
Well, I watched
Here
practice
we are.
by LSU the other day, and it was all about ball pressure with discipline. Kim Mulkey was concerned that her players were gambling on the wing, taking themselves out of position. They want to pressure the ball, but they want to do it with discipline. And I know you'd like this one, Brad. Just for you, Windex. They are the glass cleaners. LSU. These numbers are astonishing, averaging 51 rebounds a game, 21 and a half offensive boards for the LSU Tigers. They are a beast on the boards.
All right, our officials tonight, Jeff Smith, Rod Creech, and Cynthia Doe. As Kim Mulkey in year number 5 with LSU, her 26th career as head coach. Over 700 wins, 4 NCAA championships as a head coach. And for the Marist Red Foxes, Erin Doty in year number 3, her 24th season associated with Marist as a player, as an assistant, and now as the head coach.
She's bleeding the colors of Marist Red Foxes, Erin Doty. And what an opportunity for her to play against this LSU team. You got to, Marist, you have to tell, hey, this is going to be a huge chance to make some noise.
LSU is playing for assistant coaches Kaylin Rice's newest born baby, Ramey Lynn Rice. Second kid, Jesse and Kaylin. We wish you congratulations as the newest Tiger fan was born.
Well, the Tiger fan might see them break the record tonight. They'll wake her up from that nap.
Knox wins the opening jump against Carly Fisher. And LSU goes to work. Knox, the freshman, with the opening shot of the game. Rebound cleared by Piddick. Here's a look at your LSU starting five with Johnson, Williams, Richard,
Okay,
and
Grace
Knox.
Knox made her way to the starting lineup. Okay, Grace Knox starting.
Marist basketball.
We'll be streaming tomorrow's game same way on the BayouBallBuxx.
There's the starting five with
GEAUXTIGERHOOPS on Thursday for the Duke game.
Williamson, Tarul, Henry, and Fisher. Johnson fires the three, too strong.
Shout out to Grace Knox.
And the offensive rebound's going to stay here with LSU.
Start. I will
keep track of those offensive boards.
BayouBallBuxx.
The number was astronomical.
And
Just
then Thursday we'll be back on our homepage
for LSU. You see the zone. They're going to bend it and flex the zone to try to match up.
There's Jada Richard into the lane, and Richard gets the floater to fall. LSU's on the board.
Small ball fake, move the zone, create a gap, dribble penetration right down Main Street.
Henry, the freshman, guarded by Zakiah Johnson.
Yes, guys, we do play tomorrow for our championship game. It should be at 6:30 p.m. If we lose this game, which we're not going to lose this game, we would play at 3. But tomorrow, the championship game is at 6:30 p.m. Central. And yes, I will be streaming 6:30 p.m. Central. Yay! I hope you have so much fun. I hope Duke give us a game. Like, I hope it's fun, but I know I've been seeing them. But our girls will be ready. You'll have a good time. And hopefully you can stay after and get some pictures and stuff. Because they're really cool like that.
Screen the corner of the zone. Dribble penetration. Now, Marist doing a good job moving the ball side to side. They've got to get some action going toward the rim.
Henry, the freshman, her shot deflected. Her putback doesn't fall and gets fouled on her third attempt of the possession.
Zakiah was not giving up.
36 minutes a game. They're going to
okay, Zakiah.
This will be a great experience.
There you see Aaron Dowdy in year number 3. A 10-win improvement last year, 16 and 15. And preseason pick number 4 in the MAC, the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference.
Tremendous history. And there's another look at Kim Mulkey. I really enjoy watching the LSU practices because they're competing against themselves, not the opponent. How good they get at the defensive end. And it starts with defense, and your defense ends with rebounding. That is the focus of this Tiger team.
They are deep. The bench has a tremendous impact, and you have some freshmen as well, as Williams called for the travel violation. The number 1 recruiting class with Bella Hines, Zakiah Johnson, Divine Burridge, and Grace Knox. Fisher tries to go to work. Underneath, it's rebounded by Johnson. Johnson just about lost it. Now Richard sets it up with Johnson. Johnson, the feed to Zakiah Johnson, senior to freshman. Wave it off for the travel violation.
LSU is screening the corner of the zone. Penetration toward the nail. The roll person is open, and that's what they've gone to attack Marist zone defense.
The winner of this game in this Reef Division will play Washington State tomorrow evening at 8:30 local time. The loser will play Miami, the Red Hawks out of Ohio. Here's Flau'jae Johnson in the lane. gets fouled on the attack, and Pittick picks up her first.
Marist has to avoid the live ball turnovers. In my days of coaching, going to Hilton Coliseum, which is one of the toughest places to play, we would practice taking a 5-second count rather than spitting the ball out and letting that crowd get into it. Hilton, same thing here if you're Marist. Don't throw it to the team in white. Make them take it out of bounds and go against your set defense.
Johnson gets both free throws to go. Last year, third-team All-American, as she was a first-team All-SEC performer. And tipped by Knox. And it was last touch by Marist. Knox inside, nice dump off Johnson, taking the back door.
Oh, we said that defense has to be connected. You've got to see the cutters from the weak side, the blind spot of the defense, and LSU with great player movement.
Marist fires the three, too strong for Williamson. And standing out of bounds on the catch is Flau'jae Johnson. And substitution, Malia Egan into the game, junior from Sacramento, California. And year number 2 with Marist after starting her career at Montana State. And Amaya Joyner, senior from Farmville, North Carolina, into the game.
Full court pressure. That's all they want was a tip ball.
There's the takeaway. So Rule clears the rebound.
Fisher stepping out and handing the basketball for Marist, pulling the big of LSU out of the lane. Good strategy.
There's a three-point try, knocked in. The freshman.
Freshman is fearless.
Johnson on the kick out. That's good for Zakiya Johnson, the freshman.
Got to tighten up the zone. They're giving up too much dribble penetration.
Fisher guarded by Joyner. Now on the lower block. Blocked by Joyner. Gets it back. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Terrell. Henry working against Johnson. Has to get it off. And it's rebounded by Joyner. 5 minutes to play here in the first half.
Well, the closeouts by the Tigers is exceptional. The way they attack the shooters.
Johnson to Johnson once again. And Fisher with the rebound gets tied up by Zakiya Johnson. And we have come to our first timeout in this first quarter. 5th-ranked LSU, a 5-point lead early on.
They've got some deflections and some turnovers, but the freshman pops one from deep. Nylon. Or the Marist, and then at the other end, it's penetration and pitch for LSU.
You know what I'm on, Tito. And they know you my baby, let's just keep it on the D-Lo. And yeah, I know we cool, but it ain't much I do for free though. And yeah, we at the red light, act up, window down, black truck, 50 feet backed up, 100 deep packed up, dreadhead tacked up, everybody strapped up, kick back, wrapped up, this new era cap was done, so why you blowing up my phone? And I'm back outside, man, I'm gone.
Oh, hell. Did she just... Kim, I don't think you knew. You saw that. Kim. I know she got a check for that. This is WNBA Youngboy right here. Believe it. You didn't know they had a team full of YNs. You know what I mean? Mad tick. There go Mary J. Blige right there. Cross court. Thank you, Mary. Mary, great pass, Mary. Wow. Real pass. She's searching for a real pass. Good job, Mary. Good pass for you, Mary. Up. That go Flage. I already told y'all about her. We need to set up a camera. Believe it. You didn't know they had a team full of YNs. Yeah, you didn't know. She has a front taper. Y'all know that? Y'all didn't know that? She has a front taper. While y'all are playing around, she got a front taper. You playing around with a lady with a barrel twist and a front taper? I mean, if that's you, if that's what you want to do. But Charlotte, to me, you guys have a coach that she looked like she knows better than that. You knew she had a front taper and some barrel twists. And you wanted to what? Taunt them on socials? Team full of YNs. Oh my goodness. Team full.
There's 5 points here early on in the first 5 minutes. Here's a 3-ball from Julia Corsentino, and it's out of bounds. Tigers basketball. Well, Coach, LSU, 6 straight 100-point games, ties an NCAA record. Talking to Marist head coach Erin Dowdy, she says, our goal is under 100. That was the first thing she said when we talked to her at shoot-around.
Well, they're controlling the tempo of this game. Running when they have opportunities like this one right there.
And Egan goes down and grabs her knee. Here's Johnson feeding Joyner, and Joyner with the lay-in. And now Egan writhing in pain in front of the LSU bench. You see
class from the
out to check on
LSU coaching staff. That's Amanda Barbie, our trainer, Coach Mulkey out there, went out there immediately
to see
and allowed that staff to come over, praying for her full
Alex
recovery, speedily
Schaefer,
recovery.
the athletic trainer on the
In
left
Jesus'
there.
mighty name. I hate seeing this. I don't
Back
care
to
what
work
team
with
they play
this
for. I pray
Marist
every
team.
single game nobody would get injured on either
They
team.
are without Morgan
So
Tompkins
prayers
out
for her.
for the year, a senior with an ACL injury. Kira Croker unavailable due to an ankle injury, and Kate Robbins is here but ill, likely not to play in any of these games. You also have Casey Bretonis, the
They getting
sophomore.
her up
She's
like
here.
that?
She also got sick. As here's another look.
A little contact. Goes down hard, and now we can see
They picked her up, praying for
carried
her.
off, and the fans giving her a round
Round
of
of applause.
And you hate seeing that.
Now we saw something very similar in that previous game between Miami and Washington State.
And so now Marist has to recover, refocus, get back to the game plan, as does LSU.
Well, they're using Fisher to handle the basketball. That's a luxury for Marist. Number 10 out there, their 5 spot there is pulling the LSU center away from the basket, relieving the pressure on the reversals.
Catch and shoot 3 for Piddick. Rebound tracked down by Williams in the corner.
Red Fox have got some good looks.
Kate Koval in the game, the sophomore. Dumps it to Joyner. Joyner, 2 more. She's got 4 early.
Okay, my with the
inside.
touch.
They're going post-to-post passing. That zone collapses, but the wings are small.
Carly Fisher in the corner, launches the 3, in and out, no.
You see Marist, no one's going to the glass. They're running back, trying to get this transition game stopped. They've done a very good job of that on missed shots.
Malaysia Fulwiley launches the 3 and hits. The junior transfer.
Malaysia Fulwiley for 3.
Coming off the bench.
Malaysia Fulwiley for 3.
She's one of 5 Tigers on the John Wooden Award Top 50 watch list with Flau'jae Johnson, Michaela Williams, Kate Coble, and freshman Grace Knox.
Before Wiley comes off the bench, he's second in scoring for the Tigers at just under 18 a game and 40% from the 3.
Johnson on the steal, pull-up jumper, too strong.
Marist has got to get something going through the net so they can get their defense set. They're backpedaling off the missed shots.
Here's Henry. Her shot off the mark after the contact on the shot. Here's Johnson from the corner. Now Michaela Williams for 3. Flau'jae with the rebound, and it's taken away by Tarul.
Got some numbers, Marist. Find the open red jersey. There you go.
Then it goes inside. Fisher in deep. Good defense by Koval.
Great recovery by Koval.
Phil Wiley showing the quickness, but comes up empty.
Marist is battling. I really like the way they're fighting. Oh, you got to avoid those. Phil Wiley just a pick 6.
Fulwiley, the leading scorer on this team, 17.7 points per game.
Right up there with Johnson.
That's an air ball by Fisher from 3. And 59.6 seconds up on the clock. Substitutions for the Tigers. Divine Burridge, a freshman from Davenport, Iowa, into the game. Zakiya Johnson re-enters. Grace Knox back in. Bella Hines, a freshman from Albuquerque, New Mexico, on the floor. And Fulwiley brings it up. Johnson over to Fulwiley. Catch and shoot 3 ball. And a rebound underneath by Hines. Feed inside. And the double team comes, and a foul. It's going to go.
This is what LSU does really well. When they get long rebounds, they kick it out. The post goes and buries the defender under the rim, and they look to go right back inside.
Knox catch and shoot on the inbounds. And it's 21-5. Bruschuk also getting in here in the first quarter for the Red Foxes. Justine Henry, 5 points, all the scoring for Marist from the freshman. Shot fake, pull-up jumper, deep 2 is too strong. Bruschuk had the rebound, lost it, and Knox. And stepping out of bounds is Hines. 10 seconds to go. Marist basketball. Williamson. Clock winding down. Tarul at the horn, no good. And at the end of 1, LSU 21, Marist 5. Little under pace of getting to 100 for the Tigers, but they have found ways to score and are in control after 10 minutes.
Well, they scored inside, outside. We know they have great talent. And Fulwiley just picks the pocket and gets a run out as LSU builds up this large lead in the first quarter.
Do you enjoy women's and Olympic sports? The SCORE Act will support them. Here are the facts.
Got a half sleeve too. Eminem got a half sleeve, so you know she's part of the YN crew. There go Eminem. She got a half sleeve too. Eminem got a half sleeve, so you know she's part of the YN crew. Arms weak, knees are heavy. Look at Eminem standing her ground. Wait. I'm gonna skip past that just because of the imagery of that. I don't like that. You know, just for the sake of my people, I don't want to see, you know, sister on the ground. Let's lift my queen up, you know. But there go Eminem. She's gonna be a problem for sure, and I could tell right here. It's just little stuff here, like, for example, right here. I don't know what this says. She got graffiti. It's a half sleeve, the number 2. And she's also number 2, so she takes it serious. Ball is life. Ball is life. She got the cornrows. Like, I could see it in her eyes. Like, this is another version of WNBA young boy right here. This is another one. And then we got Mary J. Blige feeding into it. You know what I mean? We got Mary J. Blige in there. We got the other WNBA young girl in the back. So this trio here is electric, to say the least. She ready to go to war about that. See how she's sauntering around? Like, I don't know if y'all want to mess with my good sis here. Eminem. Come on now. She said, come on now. I would back away from, I would never go up again. See that? But my good sis, let's lift my queen off the ground, sis. Let's not let that imagery ever get out like that. For real. Okay? Number 5, I'm glad that you stepped in and helped lift my queen up. Let's not ever let that happen, sis.
Oh, I hope you're having so much fun enjoying the island. Safe travels back home, but I'm so happy. That's fire. And we're back.
LSU 21 points in the opening quarter. They begin
Point per possession, you would think it would be much higher, but they're getting so many
Yes,
possessions.
period. As you should. Have
Marist really
fun.
struggling. They're at about point.
Go Tiger Hoops fam. There with you watching.
By LSU has been spectacular.
Marist gets it back with the jump ball to start quarter number 2. Fisher tries to dump it off to Tarul. Taken away. Here comes Burridge. Ahead to Fulwiley. And now Hines back to Fulwiley in the corner. Offensive rebound. Off the window, no good. Another offensive rebound for Zakiah Johnson. And the freshman, a 4-time Kentucky high school state champion and 4 Gatorade Player of the Year honors, steps up to the free throw line.
LSU just under 22 offensive boards per game. They swarm the backboards. Offensive rebounds. They've got 5 in this game.
Zakiah Johnson, the number 13 overall recruit in this last class, scored 3,870 career points in high school. Oh, Burridge, the steal on the inbounds to Johnson, and the and one opportunity.
That's what Marist and Coach Dowdy have to avoid, is those turnovers near LSU's basket.
Freshman with the steal and the assist, the freshman with the basket. And back to the free throw line goes Zakiah Johnson. Marist looked like Ruschuk got away with a travel violation instead of foul now on LSU.
They set the pressure up again. They're feeling Marist get a little tired. They got fatigued toward the end of the first quarter. You can see Marist with their hands on their hips. And the point guards, a lot of responsibility to handle this basketball. Pittock did a good job in the first quarter.
There's the pitch back to Williamson. Jumper is too strong. Knox with the rebound.
Had some good shots.
Fulwiley. Defender goes under the screen, fires the three. Fisher grabs the board. Now a pass ahead in transition. Open shooter, Lexi Terrell.
They got to take that shot. Get an open three before the defense is set.
A blocking foul is called.
Woo! I love Grace Knox, y'all. I just love some Grace Knox. This team, I enjoy this team this year for sure, man. Each and every one of those young ladies.
As Pittock called for the foul.
Yeah, Pittock, not much she could do in that situation.
And her second, so she will check out and go to the bench. Julia Corsentino is into the game, as is Chloe Escanilius. Johnson, offensive rebound underneath. And Zakiah Johnson doing some work. 5 rebounds, 9 points.
Well, Marist went to man-to-man. They're just getting pushed out of the way on the offensive glass by LSU. Long rebounds. It's like an outlet pass.
LSU on the run. And Fulwiley straight to the rack.
You got to be careful about shooting those threes without people back. It's like an outlet pass. If it's a long rebound, they are going to run and fill the lanes.
I really like how Divine got in the game and is contributing to rebounding.
Rebound underneath. Knox the putback. 2 more, and LSU finding some rhythm here to start the second quarter.
Well, it's been on the offensive glass. Knox, relentless. That was a great swim move to get that offensive board.
32-5's our score. 7:32.
Y'all see Bob Starkey coaching them up.
And running. Fulwiley.
Y'all see Bob Starkey coaching them up.
The Tigers up 27 in the first half.
Much more energy in those couple of minutes. You can tell even in the rebounding. We picked up some steam right there, you know. But yeah, y'all. Our freshmen, we got a bench. Our freshmen get it done. Our freshmen get the job done. Yep. Yes, I remember last year too. I remember the Virginia game. Samaya Smith went down. Anissa had like 30-something points. I remember that game. Yes, Anissa and Haley just went to work that game. I remember. I was thinking about last year's game with KG and the game winner. Every time we have these island games, that first game be a little wacky. You know what I mean? But yes, I remember that one. That was a good one. Still praying for KG. Still praying for KG. I didn't see her make it to the trip. For the update of KG, Coach Mulkey said that she's with her family. Her family's going through a few things, so she's there with them, and she's praying for her, and she's a part of the team, and hope she's back soon. So I expect her to be back by the Duke game. That's this Thursday at 7 p.m. But again, like I had told y'all last time when we didn't see her there, don't automatically assume something. Like, I'm so glad Coach Mulkey cleared it up right away. She's dealing with some family issues. We're all praying for her. Coach Mulkey's praying for her. She's a part of the team, and we'll see her back soon. Hey, Kay. Thank you so much, my love. It was well, and I hope the same for you and your family. Yeah, I remember. Y'all remember that game, the Virginia game? We was in the islands. I think the Cayman Islands. No Angel Reese, no Kateri. Samaya Smith go down. Anissa Morrow puts her hair back, ties it up, and gets like 30 something. Had her a game. Had her a game. Yup, exactly. Exactly. I agree. I love KG. We just talking like, oh, I love KG, man. I know Tennessee gonna be shaking in their boots when they see her back. Game is back, y'all. Let me put it back
2-5.
on.
The defense finding another notch here to start the second quarter for LSU, but really, coach, this whole game, Marist has not had many open looks.
1 of 19 for Marist. The open looks they've had have been a bit rushed because you got to get back because that white jersey onslaught is coming. They started the game getting the ball moved side to side, using number 10 there as their reversal.
There's a steal by Jada Richard. And Richard gets the layup to fall. Finishing with the right hand on the left side, sophomore from Louisiana.
The 10th turnover, 17 points off those turnovers.
Deep three for Corsentino. And now Henry wants to step into an open three, and she knocks it in.
Henry with all the points for Marist. Now a chance to set your defense. It's been a while since they've been able to do this. Back in the zone off the made basket. They're going to ball screen the corner of it.
Sharp pass to Flau'jae Johnson. Deep two jumper, no good. Rebound, Koval inside. Kate Koval, the sophomore, a transfer from Notre Dame, was all ACC freshman team last season. Part of a regular season ACC championship team.
That's great weak side rebound. Soft hands, and how about Koval out there in the passing lane?
Going for
Coach,
the
let me
big
play
six
point guard.
lay-in. Henry grabs the rebound. There's a three-point try. Escanilius knocks it in.
Got the feet set. Took her time. It's a long dry spell for Marist. Got the lid off.
Couple of threes coming out of the timeout. And now a feed inside. Joyner battling into Fisher, and Fisher.
What LSU's doing now is they're throwing the ball the weak side corner, and the post is pinning the interior of the zone of Marist, and that's going right inside. They're leaving that middle defender on an island.
Sorry, Coach. I thought that foul went on Fisher, and the foul goes on Henry. That's her first.
Henry got caught. She was in the middle of the zone, and Joyner with a big body. Get caught behind. You cannot get back around.
Joyner missing the free throw. A 72% free throw shooter on the year.
Coach Mulkey is a key, y'all.
Like, ooh.
I think somebody opened
she rolled her eyes with the best of them.
The block by Flau'jae Johnson.
Yeah, big foul.
And that's why the shots feel
right. Period.
Jerseys move pretty fast.
Well, I like what Marist did, though. Sideline break. Kick ahead. That's a good shot. But you got some long arms coming from behind.
Henry along the baseline gets fouled as the...
Well, the reason why LSU is upset about that call, the reaction from the bench, they work on that drill every day. Slide your feet, cut the baseline off. Right call, though. That's the right call. But that is an emphasis for LSU. Take away baseline bounces.
That's Richard's first personal. Here's Flau'jae Johnson, the steal. Takes it to the rim. Adds two more to her total. Flau'jae Johnson, 6 points.
What happens, Brad, when you get tired? You stop ball faking and pass faking. That's allowing LSU to jump in the passing lanes.
Open look for Williamson. Offensive rebound. The putback does not go for Escanilius.
Koval, big body inside. Hard to score over the top.
Richard feeds Koval. Koval gets fouled by Bruschuk. And we'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Well, this score is 39-11, but here's the danger zone for Marist. LSU just keeps bringing fresh bodies in. And they're big. The front line is huge, and as you said, is a lineup of high school All-Americans.
And correction, Coach, that does not go on Bruschuk. They put that one on Justine Henry. So the freshman who has 8 of the 11 points picks up her second personal foul, heads to the bench for head coach Aaron Dowdy.
What Kim Mulkey can do, because he has so much depth, their practices are like a war, and they're all fighting for playing this. So when they come in, they're going to play hard. They were evaluating how hard they play. So even the reserves are put it into an extra gear.
Pittick gets tied up. Possession arrow favors LSU.
Pittick's got some toughness. You can tell she's the leader of this Marist team. She's telling everybody where they need to go. Did a lot of ball handling in the first quarter. Now they're going man-to-man. It's going to be side ball screen.
Tough corner 3. No good. The offensive rebound by Joyner. Now it's Koval with the offensive board and the putback.
2 bigs, one on each side of the rim. Great footwork by Koval.
And Bruschuk tried to throw it ahead to Corsentino, who turned and ran right as Bruschuk was getting ready to throw it.
Well,
here's Joyner inside, and Koval working on the glass.
Huge. And they understand when the ball shot from the corner, go to the weak side to rebound it. Tough to move those big bodies out of the way.
Blase Johnson, pull-up jumper, no. How about Joyner? Another offensive rebound. And now Johnson takes it away. Joyner fouled from behind and gets it to go.
And one by Mike Joyner.
2 concerns I had for Marist was the turnovers in the backcourt, and can they compete on the boards with the depth, the size, and the strength of LSU?
So Maya Joyner, senior, transfer from East Carolina, hits the free throw to fall. Completes the 3-point play, averaged 15 points, 9 rebounds last season. Was first team all AAC. Joins LSU this year and a big time contributor inside. And here's Fisher earning a trip to the free throw line.
Again, using Carly Fisher to relieve the pressure. She's the ball handler. It's a good matchup outside. And Marist knows we're not going to go inside and post up on the size of LSU, so they're trying to spread the court out. You need to convert at the free throw line. At the other end, LSU swarming the glass, but you would think they had 20 offensive boards. They only got 11. That's a lot, though.
Taking advantage of it as their second chance points at 17 of their 46. Johnson, after the shot fake, drives. And there's a fight for this rebound. Williams comes up with it, then is stripped. Joyner, another offensive rebound. 2 more on that possession, and now the steal from Richard. Koval, back-to-back baskets, LSU.
Okay, our post, Eden. Okay, our post.
Relentless.
Can't in my mind getting it done down there.
Especially when they smell some blood in the water for the Tigers.
It's a rule for 3. Joyner with the rebound.
That's a good look for Carroll.
Richard, the jumper is good. Richard averages just 4 points per game, 6 here in the first half.
Playing with the ball screen.
There's another look from 3 for Tarul, the senior out of Bronx, New York, at 5'10". Tarul, 4th leading scorer. 4 players average double figures for the Red Fox, but 6 average double figures for LSU. And Richard has 8, doubling her average.
Rushchuk's getting thrown around inside.
Fisher throws it off the leg of the Tigers, and substitutions for both teams. Zakiya Johnson back in. Malaysia Fulwiley back onto the floor with Divine Burridge and Grace Knox.
It's that side ball screen I like to use. Richard just playing around with it. Richard coming from the right wing, the same type of play.
Jackie Pittock tried to throw it off the leg of the Tiger and ends up turning into a fast break. Fulwiley gets fouled, will go to the line. Foul goes on Chloe Escanilius.
Well, Pittock pulling her team together, trying to get them organized and settled down because the speed of this game is really wearing down Marist.
Julia Corsentino into the game for Pittock. And to the free throw line is Fulwiley. Free throw is good. Fulwiley comes off the bench. Remember, one of 5 players listed on that John Wooden Award Top 50 Player Watch List for National Player of the Year.
Cannot throw bounce pass against this press.
Fulwiley for 3. Burridge, offensive rebound. The putback is good for the Iowa native freshman.
DB6. Yeah, Divine.
Justine Henry back in the game. She's attacking, gets the bump, and will go to the line to shoot 2. Henry, 8 of the 11 points for Marist, all coming from the freshman out of Long Island, New York.
We talked about Justine Henry in the open. Fearless is the way that Erin Dowdy described her freshman.
Coach Dowdy says she is a matchup nightmare in the MAC, or will be, as the freshman heads into her first year of
36 minutes
action.
a game. That's a lot of minutes for a freshman. Dad's a coach. Love to coach players whose parents were coaches. They understand the game. They've watched a lot of film in their lifetime.
Coach Dowdy says she's going to have to play through her mistakes this year. Talented enough, we need her on the floor. Fulwiley kicks it out. 3 from the corner, no good for Hines. Offensive rebound, putback does not go for Megan Yarnovich.
Henry clears it, brings it up herself.
Come on, Meg. Come on, Meg. Come on, Meg.
Shot clock at 10 in the final minute of the second quarter. Hand off to Corsentino. And a foul called on LSU as Corsentino was on the drive. We'll have 2 free throws coming here. Coach Mulkey not pleased.
Well, they worked on position defense, moving your feet, keeping your hands off. I wonder who's going to be handling the ball for Marist when Pittock went to the bench and they put it in the freshman's hands quite a bit, Justine Henry. Point guard skills, and now she's out. going to rest in the final 33 seconds of this second quarter.
Kevin, Coach Mulkey told us that she really likes the chemistry of this team. Have some things she wants them to improve on, defensive effort and rebounding. A couple of her emphasis here at the Paradise Jam.
Defensive discipline was big. Practice I watched was defensive discipline. Do not overextend yourself on the wings and ball pressure. They do a lot of drills on footwork, defensive footwork and sliding. Then the ball screen.
Burridge called for the travel, and Marist gets it back with 7 seconds left.
All right, who's going to handle the basketball for you? This is going to be a dangerous.
Fisher throws it ahead. Williamson, the jumper, no good. The putback is good. And the foul, I think we have a foul. Unless it's just a basket, they want to look at the clock to make sure they got it off in time. Corsentino, the offensive rebound underneath.
Good push up the side. Again, they're using Fisher as their ball handler. Corsentino sneaks on the weak side like we've seen LSU do it. Gets that off in plenty of time. Count it.
And so there is no foul call. They're going to the monitor just to make sure that the basket will count. And LSU 58 points here in the first half. Coach, over halfway to 100 points for this Tigers team. (58-14) is on the scoreboard.
Yeah,
That
they're
does
checking to make
count.
sure that counted.
Corsentino's basket at the horn is good. 5th ranked LSU rolling in the first half. A big lead over Marist in the opener for both teams. The 2025 U.S. Virgin Islands Paradise Jam presented by Basketball Travelers.
Well, LSU pressure on the offensive glass has led to that huge lead.
America is under cyber attack, and our critical industries are the target. With 750,000 unfilled cyber jobs, the threat is growing. But LSU is rewriting the playbook for stronger national security. Our student-run security operations.
Sweet. So next time you're enjoying an LSU game, grab the original Louisiana hot sauce. Handcrafted so you can enjoy our rivals too. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Hey, Tiger fans. Need funds to help with your financial situation? Republic Finance is a proud partner of LSU Athletics and has served the SEC area since 1952. Check out our loan options to see how we may help you. Visit a local branch or get pre-qualified online at republicfinance.com/tigers.
Not all consumers are eligible to apply online. Secured loans are available exclusively in branch and have collateral and insurance requirements. Standard loan terms, rates, and fees.
That it would be. It took LSU a few minutes to get rolling. 4 minutes into the game, LSU was only up 8-2, but they went on a 13-3 run to end the first quarter. It made it 21-5, and then LSU blasted them in the second quarter big time, 37-9 for the 44-point 58-14 lead, and it was a little bit of everything. All the lineups looked good. You had offensive rebound, and you had defense. You had scoring. Like everybody did everything well here in the first half.
Did everything well. There were times where we saw what we call a small lineup, and they're so fast, but they were also, getting steals, getting offensive rebounds. Then when the bigs came in, couldn't keep them off the board. So I think LSU's biggest upside was those offensive rebounds.
15 offensive rebounds led to 21 second-chance points. And on top of that, 17 Marist turnovers led to 30 LSU points off of those turnovers, numbers that LSU has excelled at this year, and they continue to do so here in this contest. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana, proud to be the official health insurance of LSU Athletics. Louisiana Blue, live Louisiana. We've got you.
Start by thanking the USVI government and Paradise Jams for bringing this here.
Yeah.
Because this makes Thanksgiving for this island. We would not be this busy. So great job to everybody. But you imagine catering to 12 teams. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, schedule changes. You win, you lose.
Yep.
It's a lot of work. But the team does an amazing job.
Now, you guys, if we've got people watching back home looking to book a vacation, maybe over the holidays, over the wintertime, even next year, tell us about just the highlights for the Westin. We've shown a lot of video of some of the different activities you can do throughout our coverage of the Paradise Jam so far.
I think the most important thing is we're part of the U.S.
Yep.
No passport required. Many years ago, we used to be called the gateway to the Caribbean. Five sets of direct flights, so we have good airlift to the island. 3 different islands make it up. Great beaches, great people, great restaurant scene. There's just so much to do, and like you don't need a passport, so you're really in the U.S. but living the Caribbean dream.
The beaches here in the Virgin Islands, there's some top 10 ranked beaches in the world, some of the best all around. The food is incredible, but the people, I would say, are maybe the best thing about the Virgin Islands.
I think it's amazing because we never used to have the reputation of being a hospitality island. And we've really turned the corner here. And it's like people come back and talk about how friendly everybody is. What a great place. So I think kudos to everybody on the island that's helped turn it around because we have a great reputation now.
And they absolutely love the Paradise Jam. If I tell them I'm down here covering basketball, they're like, oh, Paradise Jam. They love
30 years, right? Imagine 30 years. I think this is year 30.
Yeah. It's been incredible.
It's absolutely incredible. Well, we're happy to be the host hotel.
Yeah.
I mean, if we could build more rooms, we'd build more rooms. It's like, 12 ladies teams. There was only 8 ladies teams last year. So this is a huge 15% growth on the ladies. So,
Martin, thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
The steel drums.
Love the brand you brought for us.
Yeah, the steel drums are alive and well here at the University of the Virgin Islands, right in front of us, and we are at halftime. LSU 58, Marist 14. Back with more after.
Niggas scared of rap game, what my fans knew. Don't get scared, nah, tell the people they been sleeping. Now they counting dead, now that shit is scared, niggas creeping. You can better leg now.
She's fine too, but I want you. Okay, y'all, right now we are going to the catamaran with my teammates. Everybody is looking so luscious, man. Come here, Meg. Yeah, go, Meg. My girl, Meg. Everybody look at T. No, I'm not putting you on my camera. Cool. You. WNBA young boy over there. Mary J. Blige. Let's dip up out of here.
And they're wearing this Marist team out on the backboards.
All right, let's take a look at some first half highlights from this one. As Marist had trouble taking care of the basketball, 17 turnovers in the first half.
Well, you have the ones near your basket are the problems. There's 2 points before you can even blink. That's why I have the sunglasses on. The speed is incredible from this Tiger team, and they just keep bringing waves of different players in. There's another steal and run out. I said, that's what you have to avoid in this type of game, because you can't defend turnovers in the backcourt, and LSU thrives on that.
16.
Right spot for Marist. The freshman has been unfazed. Step in, triple. 9 points for Justine Henry. Love her game.
2 for 3 from three-point land, and there's the bucket right before the buzzer at the end of the first quarter for Corsentino. And that's where we're at here at the break. 58-14 is our score. Fifth-ranked LSU in front by 44 at halftime. We'll be back with more from the opening day of the 2025 U.S. Virgin Islands Paradise Jam Reef Division after this.
Do you enjoy women's and Olympic sports? The SCORE Act will support them.
Big step, a big walker, bigger talker, bigger talker. I be getting to the bad sauce walker, sauce walker. I'ma post it on the ground, big popper, big popper. I just got a whole bag with what it's costing, ain't I? Tell us in the edit to the function, we gon' slide. We don't do no spinning, still gon' bulletproof the ride. Cartier my wrist, look at my fish, it might go blind. If the deal $1 million and legit, I might just sign. I just look my net worth up on Google, why they lying? Probably couldn't book me for a show, I might decline. Only 21, I'm doing both, feel like I'm prime. I don't know if they about they bread, but I'm about mine. Pop it every time. Big stepper, big walker, bigger talker, bigger talker. I be getting to the bad sauce walker, sauce walker. I don't want you in your mad shot blocker, shot blocker. When I shot, don't check the tab, big popper, ain't I? Big stepper, big walker, bigger talker, bigger talker. I be getting getting to the bag, sauce walking. I don't want you in your mad shot blocking. When I shot, don't check the tag, big papa, ain't I? No, I'm a problem, I'm about my dollars, it ain't my cake, I ain't tryna holler. Cover a Vogue, I'm tryna model, we in the club, pour up a bottle. Man, I Jesus piece my pennies, then I talk, stand on business. Don't I floss, call my dentist, and my A-mess, no limit. I came on that when I ain't on that, took a dub to the club, make it rain on that. And my name don't play on that, I'm big four, I stay on that. I handle my biz, I'm doing it big, I don't really care the way on that. And I walk it how I talk, if they with me, then they on that. Okay, net wrist hit lit, I got a mad though. Birkin bag, 6 figure on the tag though. I don't do drama, I count commas, I got cash flow. Too rich to respond, that's why you bad low. Bitch, stop a bit, walk a bigger talker. I be getting to the bag, sauce walker. I don't want you in your mad shot blocker. When I shot, don't check the tag, big papa, ain't I? Bitch, stop a bit, walk a bigger talker. I be getting to the bag, sauce walker. I don't want you in your mad shot blocker. When I shot, don't check the tag, big papa, ain't I? Bitch, step a bit, walk a bigger talker. I be getting to the bad sauce walker. I'm a
excited toward LSU. Just what we see in the score. Marist 4 of 29 have really struggled to get the ball going. They've had open looks at them early, but the problem when you play LSU is they rush everything that you're trying to do. And LSU has been swarming on the glass. 15 offensive rebounds for the Tigers. And we knew they'd create points off the turnovers. 30-2, 14 steals for LSU. So Marist has come out here in this third quarter, really focused on handling the basketball.
3 3-pointers for Marist, so 9 of their 14 points coming from three-point land. Here's a look at the leading scorers for LSU as Zakiya Johnson with 11, Joyner with 10. You have Flau'jae Johnson with 9.
Great bounce, 58 points and only 2 in double figures for LSU. And Justine Henry has 9 of the 14 for the Red Foxes.
All right, Coach, here's a look. This is the opening day of the Reef Division. Washington State held on a tight victory over Miami of Ohio. As the top performers in that one, Amber Treader, a double-double for Miami, but it was Washington. Eleanor Avila, a career-high 27 points.
She was sensational. And tomorrow, Washington State's going to get a chance to take on the winner of this one. That looks like it's going to be the Tigers of LSU. So a real challenge for the Cougars.
Marist basketball to start the second half. Jumper from Tarul Noah's an offensive rebound and a putback that does not go.
Nice play to start second half for Marist. Need to convert. Easier said than done. All the size inside of LSU. Back in the zone.
Flau'jae Johnson, the 3 from the corner is good.
LSU does a great job of establishing a strong side to the zone. Then they overload the weak side, bring it back, and they've got you outnumbered 2-1.
After they correct some stat sets. Now, for Flau'jae Johnson, 9 points for her on that 3. Piddick off a screen. See, that thumb is wrapped up. Sprained ligament in the last preseason scrimmage. Something she has learned to play with. And now Henry puts the shot up and draws the foul.
And Fulwiley, number 23 for LSU, gets the start in the second half for the Tigers.
Alicia Fulwiley, 9 points for her, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Her speed is just such a weapon.
open court player. It fits nicely what this system of full court pressure that the Tigers use.
See head coach Aaron Dowdy, 24 years associated with Marist. And bringing the program down here to the Paradise Jam. For Marist, they were back here in 2012 and bringing this year's team down for the beautiful sights of the Virgin Islands. Flau'jae Johnson knocks in another triple. Coach, I'm hearing from the staff that the Virgin Islands may be more beautiful than the 77,000 lights on the Christmas tree on campus that's decorated
Yeah,
by Marist.
Quite a bit about that Christmas tree.
Beautiful campus on the banks of the Hudson River, 90 miles north of New York. And there you see Malia Egan, the junior, went down with a knee injury in the first quarter. Has that right knee wrapped and on the end of the bench. She was in some pain earlier, got carried off the court.
Yeah, 5'7" junior, three-point shooter. Egan, they're going to miss her from outside the arc against this pressure defense of LSU.
Henry turns it over.
See if they overload the zone again.
Johnson throws it away. The steal by Tarul, but the speed of Fulwiley will bring back to the Tigers.
Goes and gets it back. You got two shooters on that right side. Oh, just
Joyner just playing bully ball inside.
Yeah. Fisher got one right in the chops.
Fisher, the shot fake, and the open shot by Williamson is swatted. Now Marist with numbers. And the three-pointer from Henry.
They got the ball to Henry, the hot hand.
And
that was a pass. Yeah, pass to Joyner.
Ends up out of bounds. Coach Mulkey not pleased with the turnovers here in this third quarter. There's the feed, and Henry breaking the pressure.
Great spacing by Marist against that pressure.
Zakiya Johnson off the window is good. Zakiya Johnson into double figures. She has 11.
Great footwork on the medium post.
There's a throw down court. Williamson gets the run out layup.
Aaron Dowdy made some adjustments at halftime in their press offense. We're seeing it pay off.
Williams dumps it off. How about the hang and the hit by the freshman out of Kentucky, Zakiya Johnson.
They changed their spacing in their press offense for the Red Foxes. They'll be able to get it to the middle, up the sideline to the middle, and they're getting the back line of LSU to rotate up. That's why we saw them get a couple breakouts. Let's see if the Tigers make any adjustments.
How about when you have a teammate tie your shoe? Michaela Williams tying the shoe of Joyner.
Numbers again.
Tarul, an open look for three, and Tarul is in the scoring column. Missed her first 4 threes.
Well, here's the great thing about Marist. You know, this game, tough to win, but can you execute and make adjustments at halftime? And Marist has done that.
Offensive putback for Joyner. 2 easy ones on the opposite side for Joyner, and she has 14 points. An open look for Henry.
The spacing and the attack against the pressure, full court pressure of LSU is leading to good looks at the other end for the Red Foxes.
Johnson the jumper, rebounded by Joyner. The senior dumps it off. Johnson to the left side of the rim, no. Tap back by Johnson. The Red Foxes fire it up to Rule. Another triple.
Oh, I like their response come out of the half, forcing Kim Mulkey to take a timeout. That is a victory for the Red Foxes.
74-29, LSU the lead. Marist with 16 points here in the third quarter. The three balls are falling. A
Great
timeout on the
spacing
full.
and movement. They're getting to the rim, and they're getting threes.
I'm going and I'm flowing on a PJ. I've been touring, I ain't been asleep in 3 days. Live like when you on, when you gone, you can't replay. I'm in the foreign in this road trying to speed race. I just hit the dash 100 miles on the freeway. And we live in lavish every day, feel like my BA. I'm in Calabasas, seeing palms in the trees. Yeah, remember we ain't having, now we all counting cheesecake. We been through enough and now my problems, they ain't been a worry. I'ma live it up for all my partners in the cemetery. They done seen enough, bought all them cars and got them tinted early. Need a Bentley with an Audemars and we ain't living dirty. It's crazy, this my dream and I'm living it. They see what I done did with it. Screaming at my penmanship, it seems like I ain't in it. I kick my feet up on the jet and I just reminisce. I remember we was in the jets, ain't think I live like this. But I did by the rollie, I'm ahead of my time, baby. You know that I'm ahead of my time. You can take these diamonds on my neck and I can bet I'ma shine, baby. Cause to go, I'm going and I'm flowing on a PJ. I've been touring, I ain't been asleep in 3 days. Live like when you on, when you gone, you can't replay. I'm in the foreign in this road trying to speed race. I just did the dash 100 miles on the freeway. And we live in lavish every day, feel like my BA. I'm in Calabasas, seeing palms in the trees. Yeah, remember we ain't having, now we all counting cheesecake.
Your idyllic tropical getaway begins at Belongo Bay Beach Resort on St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. We're family owned and famous for an all-inclusive package, friendly hospitality, one-of-a-kind amenities and experiences. Explore St. Thomas or sail to nearby islands and swim with sea turtles aboard our custom-built catamaran, Heavenly Days. Relax on the beach or take advantage of complimentary water sports and windsurf lessons. Come discover the Caribbean as it should be at Belongo Bay Beach Resort, St. Thomas.
Kim Mulkey called a timeout as Marist outscored their whole first half total in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter, as they have 15 points here to start the third quarter. And with that, we come to our media timeout here, our under 5. We'll step aside once again. We'll be back. The third quarter will resume. This is the opening day of the Reef Division of the U.S. Virgin Islands Paradise Jam, presented by Basketball Travelers.
At Yingling, America's oldest brewery.
We brew a beer for every taste.
I call your phone. Are you alone? You are my home. I need to know why that you on. I do not know. Yeah. If you ever call, then I'm on the way. Whenever I slide, I know that I'm safe, so I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Yeah. My favorite part that I overplay. Your heart is my home that I overstay. Man, I overstay. You put me first, I think we gon' last. You drive me insane, I hope we don't crash, but I'll be okay. I'll be okay, ay, ay. but it kinda hurt and it's getting worse. It kinda feel like a gift and a curse, but I don't complain. I need you to stay. You ain't gotta take me sad fifth shopping. The tags ain't popping. I had that off in the bags I'm coughing. I'm tryna vibe, but the dab ain't locking. Kinda heard about your past, I know. You want me to slide, do the dash still. Wanna chill, you can crash here. I won't cry, that's my last tear. You wanna sing, think it's last year. I'm on the way, I'm the one that you can call. Stay by my side, I risk it all. I'll be there in 5. Can't take it all. Shoot by my side, how can I fall? If you ever call, then I'm on the way. Whenever I slide, I know that I'm safe, so I'm on the way. I'm on the way, yeah. My favorite part that I overplay. Your heart is my home, that I overstay, man, I overstay. I overstay, yeah. You put me first, I think we gon' last. You drive me insane, I hope we don't crash, but I'll be okay. I'll be okay, yeah. It kinda hurt and it's getting worse. It kinda feel like a gift and a curse, but I don't complain. I need you to stay. I don't like to troll with your feelings, lose control. When you win it, you so cold and it's different. You proposed and I'm with it, man. I'm tripping, I'm just bidding. I just wish it was authentic. Got me losing hella interest. I was California wishing. I was hoping we could link, but the navigation was glitching. You consistent for a week, then you acting like you don't get it. Crazy, I've been losing sleep and I woke up and wasn't winning. You don't listen when I speak, you don't validate how I'm feeling. I don't get it, but I get it. You don't care about how I'm feeling. You can tell me that you love me, I don't think you really meant it. Ooh. Had that shit my focus. Got motion without emotion. Now I'm handling my business. I don't need you now. When they're trying to smile, but I ain't grinning. It's so hard to keep pretending. Oh, why you so?
Look right in the middle there. LSU Tulane. Tulane was here and lost the championship game of the Harbor Division to Boise State. But Coach, 101 points, the fewest points LSU has scored in a game so far this season. That Tulane defense was legit.
Yeah, Tulane with some depth and some athletes. Marist with a great start here coming out of the halftime. Changed their alignment against the press, has paid off, and the freshman phenom airballed that one, but she has been tremendous here in the third quarter.
She shakes her head. Danielle Williamson, sophomore guard, saying head up, head up, head up. Good positive talk out of Marist. And LSU trying to go back to work. I don't know how Knox caught that pass, but wow.
Well, LSU, they've got 4 of their reserves in. Fresh bodies and pressure.
Fisher on the left wing. Now up top, Williamson. Three-pointer off the mark. Pittick fighting for the rebound with Richard, and it's out of bounds. Substitution, Julia Corsentino comes into the game. Pittick, the senior guard, gets a breather.
Goes all the way down in the bench. He gives a high five to Malia Egan, who's sitting there with her knee wrapped.
In the corner, Divine Burridge, no. Grace Knox, yes.
Knox, a tremendous rebounder on the glass. 10 points off the bench for Knox is her average.
This second wave of players, 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores, man, they can crank up that defensive pressure.
Well, they wear you out because they play just as hard, if not harder, than that first 5. And they know that the opponent is tired when they come in, so they can really be aggressive.
Bella Hines, the freshman out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, over 3,000 career points. Knocked that one out of bounds. Williamson swings it cross court as Terrell left it short. Now here comes Richard. Over to Hines. And Knox loses it out of bounds.
Marist has put 4 across the free throw line here to get the ball inbounded.
It's going to be Marist basketball.
Really impressed with Fisher. They've used her to handle the basketball. That was a smart play there to throw it off of LSU's leg.
2:38 to play. Henry launches the 3. Koval with the rebound. Here comes Burridge. Oh, nice pass in transition. Knox with the lay-in.
Knox is doing everything, getting off some glass, running the wings. Knox a little gassed.
Corsentino to Tarul, and Tarul with the jumper.
Well, they come up the sideline with the ball. Marist is going to the middle, and then they've got cutters on the weak side against the press. If they get out of that first trap, get the half court, they've got numbers, and that's why they've been so successful in this third quarter. There'll be a lot of teams watching that alignment, use it against the Tigers.
Burridge up to Richard, no.
Knox again, tried to keep that one alive.
Great rebounding instincts. Here's a kick over to Corsentino for three.
I don't know what Coach Dowdy told the team at halftime, but they are playing with extreme confidence here in the third quarter.
5 made three-pointers in this third quarter. Foul down low. I believe that's on Corsentino. And it may go on Henry. That may be her fourth. Justine Henry, the freshman, 17 points against fifth-ranked LSU in her freshman season. Battling inside, Yarnovich, the freshman from Maryland.
Yarnovich, a new fresh body on the glass.
This LSU freshman class, the #1 ranked recruiting class. Hines, Johnson, Burridge, Knox, and then added Yarnovich, a top 100 recruit. Here's Koval inside.
Koval, great awareness where the basketball is at, where the defender is at.
Fisher, bounce pass stolen away by Burridge.
You cannot bounce the ball against this press.
Koval with the putback and a timeout taken.
Need to get the point guard back in. Pinnock back in the game. He's going to round up the troops here.
Marist head coach Aaron Dowdy wants to talk things over. Coach, both of these teams have been here to the Paradise Jam before. Marist was here in 2012, and Coach Dowdy remembers they played UConn and Purdue. Brianna Stewart was on that team for LSU. They are 2-3 overall at the tournament based in the U.S. Virgin Islands. As you see, preseason #5, currently ranked 5th in the country, and start the season with an SEC record. They tied the NCAA record, 6 straight 100-point games.
Sitting at 89 here in the third quarter. Kim Mulkey told us she loves to come to these type of destinations. I was here calling the games when she was at Baylor. She brought her Baylor team down here. Loves the Paradise Jam and the Virgin Islands. Marist, in the first half, they were breaking the press, pulling the ball back out, trying to control tempo. They were forced thrown over there, but at halftime, they decided, let's attack the end of the press. Got much more aggressive, and it's paid off for Marist here in the third quarter.
Richard, after the inbound, thought about chucking it, but LSU's going to work some clock. Burridge gets it inside. Koval skip pass over to Hines. Jumper from the baseline. Rebounded by Fisher.
Koval and Fisher having a real battle inside.
Pinnock behind the back. Loses the ball. Now Hines from half court. No good, and we head to the fourth quarter. LSU 89 points up on the board. A 55-point lead as we head to the fourth. Coach Mulkey still coaching as the Tigers are going to aim for 100 points for the 7th time this season.
making it quick. You all drew off and then you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one that trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make this. I slide for my brothers, I slide and then I slide again. Yeah, look, if you don't love me, then just leave me, don't string me along and lie again. Yeah, yeah, paparazzi, they be flicking while I stay hating my mission. My operation is different, my compensation exquisite. Got a taste of commission, I couldn't wait for permission. They used to tell me no, I'm the one that made the decision. Big talker, big papa, I be doing the most. Rich Roger get proper when I ride in a ghost. Big walker, big offer, then I harder than fall. You don't even gotta tell them, and they already know. The one that's going up, big body truck. They acting like they tough, we know well enough. And we know that you ain't that, and we know your crew ain't stacked. Man, don't run up, this is facts. Only talk about hits and plaques, yeah, yeah. Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You all drew off and then you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one that trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make right this. Right now I need to decide, cause I'm intrigued by your vibe. I seen a dream in your eyes, you might not even be mine. Came on the scene with your prize, I'm who you need and that's fine. Like who you leaving inside for, you only legally blind. Yeah, but only for the night, but that's okay though. We fell in love the first day though. You flew me out to Barbados, can't post you, we gotta lay they together, but you my bae though. I do whatever you say though, tryna pop out, I'm like, hey yo.
Welcome back to day 2 of 3 of the U.S. Virgin Islands Paradise Jam. Action started yesterday with opening games for the Harbor Division and Island Division. And today on day 2, the third place and championship game of the Harbor Division is Boise State, the victor, with an 81-76 win over Tulane. And now the first 2 games of the Reef Division as Washington State defeated Miami. And we'll play LSU tomorrow night, 8:30 local time, 7:30 Eastern time, here on St. Thomas Island.
Washington State with their first win of the season, but they've had a difficult schedule playing Stanford and Oregon, and had some tough ones on the road.
Head coach Kim Mulkey still asking for more from her players, coach. And she has a record that she wants to break here at LSU. Their first 6 games of the year, they've scored more than 100 points. It sets the SEC record for consecutive 100-point games. It ties the NCAA record, which was set by Coach Mulkey's 1982 Louisiana Tech team that she played on. Won the first NCAA-sponsored national title as the Tigers shot 57% from the floor most recently. But Mulkey, as a coach at Louisiana Tech for 19 years, she was part of 3 national titles, 2 of them as a player.
Unbelievable resume that she's put together, and she's now seeking another title as a coach.
There's Burridge, the drive, left it short. Koval gets fouled on the putback by Bruschuk.
Koval has played extremely hard for the Tigers. 14 minutes of action, 12 points and 8 rebounds. He's approaching the double-double.
Koval, 13 points for her.
Yeah, 9 rebounds now.
Just 16 minutes of action as well. Burridge unable to corral the rebound. And Marist takes it over. Justine Henry, the freshman, 16 points for Marist, 6 rebounds, comes back into the game. She's playing with 4 fouls. Piddock, the inbounds pass, now ahead to Henry. Henry guarded by the 6'5" sophomore Koval.
Koval has excellent feet. All the bigs for LSU can extend out and guard on the perimeter.
Escanilius drops in a three, her second of the game.
Her second. Much more comfortable here in the third quarter for Marist. And there's a turnover as Henry takes one in the ear. I think she caught an elbow and that loose ball was flying around.
Just a look at Escanilius. Shot clock down to 6. She's like, I got some space. Let me fire it up.
Well, it's at the ball screen, and she's able to step back and create some space for herself. Marist been much better with their ball fakes also to move the defense.
Another one for Escanilius. In and out.
Escanilius, a long-range bomber for the Red Foxes.
Burridge over to Richard. Richard, the jumper, left it short. Offensive rebound. Putback is good for Zakiah Johnson.
Johnson, Koval, all the post players of LSU work the backside. They get inside position.
Here's Henry. Offensive rebound. Then stripped by Hines and Richard for the Tigers. Looking to get it inside. Here's Johnson to Koval. And Koval, that's just 6'5", playing tall.
Well, you can see Pinnock just shaking her head. Nothing she could do on that to contest that shot.
Piddock gets a screen. Defender goes under, and Piddock drops in a triple.
Shooting the ball with confidence. Marist, different team than we saw early in this game. Much more aggressive. In fact, they were just kind of controlled tempo and trying to use clock early. Now they're playing basketball.
There's a three for Jada Richard, and LSU now knocking on the door of 100 points. Inbounds to Burridge as Hines saves it. Foul underneath as Koval getting some extended minutes here. This group has been out there for a long time for LSU.
Well, Koval comes off the bench and almost averaged a double-double, over 10 points and just under 9 rebounds.
Inbounds lob. Zakiah Johnson puts 99 up on the board. So LSU started the season with 108 points against Houston Christian. As I can say, LSU basketball. They scored 115 against Southeastern Louisiana, 118 at Georgia Southern in Flau'jae Johnson's homecoming, 117 against Charlotte, 101 at Tulane, and 112 against Alcorn State. And Zakiah Johnson gives LSU their 7th straight game with 100 points.
The Tigers averaging just under 112 per game in those 6 games that you mentioned. And we know all the points they scored up at the rim from all the pressure. They've reached 100. But they shoot the ball extremely well. From 3-point distance, the Tigers are at 45%, just under 8 a game. 45%, excellent. Now half court, man-to-man D.
Right side three for Tarul. Zakiah Johnson with her 7th rebound to go along with 20 points for LSU.
I'm just making sure y'all still
and turns it over as Lexi Tarul with the takeaway.
Tarul read that one really well.
Escanilius tried the three. and lost her sneaker trying to go get the rebound in the corner. And substitutions, Flau'jae Johnson, Michaela Williams back into the game. Amaya Joyner.
Imagine thinking you finna get a deep breath and you see
the young crew for
LSU full Wiley walking
really
in.
Good effort in the second half.
Oh, unbelievable. The amount of
Michaela Williams coming in, Flau'jae Johnson coming in. Like, huh?
Attacking the glass. And
5 minutes left, and this is who y'all sub out?
Fresh legs.
But I mean, our bench giving y'all work.
Taken away by Fisher.
Z got 20 points. Come on, Zakaya.
Scoreless for Marist, but doing a lot defensively and helping beat that pressure. Henry gets bumped by Knox. It's the second foul.
Yeah, the bench got great minutes today. The bench played the full game, dang near.
LSU. It's game number 7 to score 100 points and about to move to 7.
I love seeing Emily.
Back with
shout out to the Natty Champ, Emily, a part of the coaching staff now.
At Yingling, America's oldest bird.
The luxury of a deep benches this year is awesome. No, I agree, Marcia. We're number 1 in bench points. I believe so. I believe so. Yes, we're number 1. Yeah, Manuel just confirmed it. We are number 1 in bench points. I mean, LSU got one of the deepest benches I've seen. But yeah, way to get it done this game. Oh. Do y'all think Lane Kiffin is going to be LSU's football's next head coach? I'm seeing a lot of talk about Lane Kiffin from Ole Miss to LSU as the head coach of the football team. What do you guys think? Are all my football guys happy about that? No? Okay, okay. I love me some Grace Snacks. Shout out to Jada finding her shot, shooter shoot. Jada found her shot. Super happy for her, man. Love some DB6. Grace Knox had her game as well. Malaysia Full Wiley doing what Malaysia Full Wiley do. And my Joyner had her a good game today as well. Still got to be ready for this next team that we play tomorrow. And after that, our next game is Duke for the SEC ACC game. And, you know, that's always a good one. Last year we had Stanford. The year before that, I think we had Virginia Tech. It's always a good game. So we'll be watching. Hopefully Duke, you know, shows up ready to play. I know Flau'jae going to be ready to play. I think he's staying at Ole Miss. No, Lane 100% for SEC. Okay. Maybe. I'm coining the phrase leave it to Z. Okay. I like that. All right, I hear us back.
Marist goes to work as Fisher hits the deck on the foul. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Fisher's played hard. Has handled the basketball, but has not scored in this game. 0 for 7 from the field, and she's missed her 2 chances at the free throw line.
Fisher, a first-year Red Fox, started her career at Fairfield. Played 30 games in 2023-2024, and then redshirted, did not play. Just did not play to try and develop her game a little more. Gets the free throws to make it 101-42.
But she's had a battle of the post players inside of LSU. Physical. She's pushed back. Done a good job. Glad she got some points on the board.
Whoa. Offensive rebound inside. Amaya Joyner jumping up and grabbing it with one hand.
Just snagged it.
Joyner, 14 points, 9 rebounds. There's a swat by Grace Knox. The 6'2" freshman makes her first career start today. You like number 2 in white.
Great energy from Knox. 11 points, 5 of 6. Active, involved in everything that's happening on the court.
3-point shot for Fulwiley. LSU calls off the full court pressure.
They're not as aggressive in the pass lanes as we saw earlier. And that's allowing Marist to get better looks from the 3-point line.
Henry, 22 points now in this game with that 3. Her 5th triple of the game. Rebound by Corsentino underneath. Kick to the corner to Rule. And to Rule with the 3-pointer. As Marist head coach Aaron Dowdy cheering her team on. Looking to win different spurts. And we have a whistle underneath as Fisher and Joyner were tangled up.
20 points in the 3rd quarter for Marist.
We got a double foul here on Fisher and Joyner. It's going to be ball out on the sideline. And Joyner's going to check out. Simone Augustus with some words as Joyner went to the bench. There's a feed inside. Koval, the dump off. Offensive rebound for Koval after the Yarnovich miss.
Always involved in the game, Koval. That makes that bounce pass and it's inside position to rebound the miss.
3-point shot from Terrell. Now Williams on the run. Williams attacks. And 2 more.
Got to get the ball stopped. It's coming downhill at you. Williams, big, strong body.
Williams with 6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Henry guarded tightly by Johnson. The step-through jumper. Koval with the rebound. So, Coach, started texting my kids this afternoon. Like, all right, let me know what you know about LSU and Flau'jae Johnson. So I get a screenshot of Flau'jae Johnson's most recent release as Flau'jae Johnson
right on cue.
Adds to her total. 14 points for her now. November 14th, dropped an EP, her latest release. You're going to have to check it out. Rap career taken off for Flau'jae Johnson as talented rapper, music brand pop over the summer of 2024. She featured Lil Wayne on one of her songs, and the video for Came Out a Beast has over 3 million views on YouTube, featured as one of the NFL songs of the season. You might hear it on Sundays watching football.
Brad, you know that you're talking a foreign language to me right there. That's like you're reading Greek to me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Expand your horizons, Coach. Come on now.
No idea what you're discussing there. Those songs I've never heard of. I've been listening to Jimmy Buffett songs here over the loudspeaker at the timeouts. That's my era.
The steel drums. It's a nice chill vibe here.
I'm waiting for Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Now you got parents.
They played Brown Eyed Girl about 3 times. So I have to record that and send it to my girlfriend. Madonna's got brown eyes, but I'm waiting for Cheeseburger Paradise, dude, because that's what we're having tonight when this game ends.
Now you have parents and grandparents explaining to their kids and grandkids Jimmy Buffett music. Head coach Kim Mulkey, she's got this team zeroed in, her 7th straight 100-point game to start the season, too.
Well, what's interesting is how they play so hard. Even the score is not any consequence to this team, but they're going to see how hard they can play. The practice, I've always enjoyed Kim Mulkey's practice, what they do defensively. And she said to me, hey, we have to get more discipline at the defensive end. That was her goal coming here to St. Thomas for 2 days. How much can they grow at the defensive end? Because they've been gambling a little bit, jumping out in pass lanes, giving up some stuff from behind. And we saw that in the third quarter. Marist was able to break the press, get some shots from the three-point line, even at the rim at the end of the pressure.
So the upcoming schedule after tomorrow's game against Washington State at Duke on December 4th. As that's part of the ACC SEC Challenge. That'll be at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Oh, and Flage spins it home.
Now that I understand. English off the window by Flage Johnson. The other stuff, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you and Flage speak the language when it's round ball time.
Ooh, crossover. English. 2 more for number 4.
5'10" senior out of Savannah, Georgia. A 4-year starter for Coach Mulkey. Won a national title in year 1, 2023.
Oh, great action.
Nice 3 from Corsentino.
Marist playing to the final horn. That was a great screen-to-screener action. It's going to be a good Marist team. I like what they did this third and fourth quarter. Got more aggressive. It looked like they started the game. They want to, let's control the tempo. Came out in the second half and attacked the rim.
.9 on the clock as the shot clock winds to 0. And Marist one last inbound.
That was the move. Wiley did not want the turnover. She threw it to her teammate, so they get the shot clock violation.
She's got a smile. She's getting a smile about it right now.
She did not want the turnover on her stat sheet.
Final score, 5th-ranked LSU improves to 7-0. 113-53 over Marist. They move into the championship game of the Reef Division here in the Paradise Jam.
Well, they got the 100. Relentless in offensive glass. The bench strength, but Marist, great second half.
Me bounce, clip that up. 12, clip that up. I'm going to need that clipped up
ASAP. I'm going to have myself a cheeseburger in paradise.
They just ate that.
He's the coach, Kevin Lehman. I am
good game, good game, good game, good game.
To rule with 11, Justine Henry, 21 points for Marist. For LSU,
tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Central Time for the championship.
11, Full Wiley with 11.
I will be back
and
tomorrow.
Johnson, 16 points.
Dubs in the chat.
Johnson
Dubs in the
with
chat.
19, and Koval with 7.
100 games.
As LSU makes it 7 straight 100-point games. As we take a look at our play of the game, powered by One Communications. Flage Johnson, defensively, she gets a lot of extra possessions.
See you guys all tomorrow. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night.
Flage Johnson, play the game. Powered by One Communications.
A team high 5 steals for Flage.
Oh, look at Fly. Eat Fly Cook.
Day 2 of the Paradise.
I love
Jam.
Flage. Oh, look at them. Fans everywhere. LSU fans in South Carolina, in St. Thomas.
7:30 Eastern time against Washington State in the Reef Division title game. Marist will battle Miami at 6 o'clock local time, 5 o'clock Eastern time. For our entire crew and Coach Kevin Lehman, I am Brad Wells. Thanks so much for watching. This has been a presentation of ESPN.
All right, y'all. That is it for tonight's game. We get the dub 113-53. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your night. Tomorrow we have another game, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. I'll be right here streaming. I'm about to download this stream and upload it to Go Tiger Hoops, so it will be over there. But tomorrow we'll stream on BayouBallBuxx, and next week we will be back on the homepage, Go Tiger Hoops. Thank you guys so much for your support as always. I appreciate you guys. Love you so much, and see you tomorrow. Good night. Oh, we got to play late before we leave. Good night.